Alright, here we go. Not in the slightest. I'm just making it up as I go, because I'm a very, very good therapist. Alright. Oh, right, record.
Alan had the courage to face his fears. It's time I do the same.
Oh, man, that's rough. Oh. That's a shame. I never actually went on a White House tour myself, but, yeah, I've heard it's actually really cool. So, that hurts. You have my sympathies. The nearest, in my case, would be... I was going out to California for Thanksgiving. The family does something like that pretty much every year. We either go for Thanksgiving or Christmas, because that's where my sister lives. And we were stuck on the runway for about 4 hours, or actually stuck at the gate for about 4 hours because it was snowing. And we had a screaming kid behind us, and my God, but this kid was screaming bloody murder. Shut up! I'm going to tell a story here. So anyway, yeah, screaming kid behind us, 4 hours, and here's the kicker. When we were coming back from Sacramento, shit, how do we get you open? When we were coming back, the same family was right behind us, like almost the exact same seating, and once again, the fucking kids were screaming for a few hours, though at least we weren't stuck waiting at the gate for that long. Right, we have to... Right, we need to break this open. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I heard what sounded like the same mom talking to the same kid, and I couldn't believe it, and I looked over, and they were at the kiosk next to me checking in. I'm like, oh shit. No, 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 it can't be. And it was indeed them. Okay. Okay, so I had to lure one of those into there without the pills. Alright. Ow. Thankfully, yes. Like just regular headphones, but coming back, I resolved to get a pair of noise-canceling headphones, and whoa, oh god, did I need them. Oh god, that kid. I swear they were torturing the little guy. Never! I'm addicted to these pills. They make me feel better. I can stop anytime I want. I just don't feel like it. Hey, that's getting a little personal there, buddy. Ah, shit. Getting a little low on ammo here. High-fiving Dave is a trophy. Aw, man. Yeah, next playthrough, I gotta do that. That is so perfect, and I'm kicking myself for missing that. Alright, shit. Okay, we gotta get on the train. There we go. Hey, where you running, boy? Formed by the impatient child behind me. That's good. Oh yeah, Tokyo to New York. Oh god. Like this was just a flight to from Chicago to Sacramento. That's about 3.5 hours, give or take. An international flight with a screaming kid would be torture. I feel like you would be justified in doing whatever it took to shut the kid up. Yep. And look, not every kid of that age is going to be a problem, but the ones that are a really big fucking problem. Alright. Fling another one at me. Come on. What are you waiting for? Olé, motherfucker! Alright.
You stubborn beast. You're just like him. And you will die just as he did.
Man, you can't even break open a chain link fence. What are you talking about?
Even with a tough case like Max, progress was made. Change is possible.
Alright, one more. Gotta get to the Flash. Yeah, I completely understand that, Ivory. Like, my nephew actually turned 4 today. We actually did a FaceTime birthday thing with him because most of the family is out in California right now. And I love him to bits. He's a great kid, but I fully recognize that enough kids are a problem for people that I understand not liking kids as a rule. And I wouldn't say I'm terribly fond of them myself, because I lack the patience a lot of the time to deal with the peculiarities that a kid requires. Exactly, yeah. Gotta go fast. Do we just go jump down here? I think we do.
I will break free from you.
I have a gun, that's what.
Their trials and tribulations.
I mean, yes, that too, but
Just like you.
mostly because I have a gun.
Be smarter, stronger.
I sympathize with this position. Oh shit. I kinda need to stock up on health here, so I'm gonna... If only they'd given you some more taunts so you weren't cycling through them. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Kids are great, but they can be exhausting in ideal times, and very often it is not ideal. So kids are also terrible. The moral of the story here is kids are a land of contrasts. Alright, there's the other one. Alright. And you. Alright, one more to go. Whee! Ah, damn. Okay, for a second that played at like chipmunk speed, and I heard that. I heard that little glitch, and that amused me greatly.
Their experiences, their trials
Ah,
and
fuck.
tribulations, they're a part of me.
Desmond,
Just like
big
you.
problem here.
learning from them made me smarter, stronger.
Oh, man. I like to imagine he's still giving that whole spiel on the way down. Yeah, there it was again.
I will break free from you. Their experiences, their trials and tribulations.
Whoa, okay, I got yeeted halfway across the fucking map. Oh, it's that guy. He fucking knocked me around. Right, the big hand. Presumably, yes. Like in Zen. Yeah, it actually reminds me a little bit of this one puzzle in this, like any video game with like these bottomless pits. They don't actually show you dying, but there's a kill box down there. Reminds me a little bit of this one puzzle in this text adventure called Enchanter, where when you dispel an endless staircase, it's obviously an illusion, but when you dispel it, it's over a bottomless pit. And the puzzle from there is to cast a spell that lets you fly, and you grab something on the way down that lets you do this. But if you don't, you fall forever and you die. And the text specifically says that years later, long after you've died, your remains are still falling in like this endless space. And there's something about that, like, that's just kind of conceptually fucked up. Like a lot of early adventure games found inventive ways to kill the player, and stuck with me over time. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Yeah. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm almost dead here. Pills. Drug up, Desmond.
Redemption is only a fantasy.
Don't kink shame. It's my fantasy. Oh, shit. Okay, I feel like that should have destroyed him. Shit. Alright. Alright, more pills. Good. Alright, we'll wait for the next box to show up. Fuck. Damn it.
The miracle of the rainbow sea is that it really does bring out all the colors, including the dark ones.
Alright, there we go.
What are you doing? Stay away from that!
Hold on a second. Grab these before we go. Alright. Oh yeah? Well, you are last week, sir. Ho-ho!
Well, if Lucas taught me anything,
I don't know where I was going with that, whatever.
the voices in your head, they're wrong.
Man, this guy's weak to some really, like, weak-ass burns here. Okay. Alright, one final run. Here we go.
You underestimated me. I don't blame you. It's in your nature to doubt me.
Your entire life, Desmond. I'm every fiber of your being. I'm not something you're capable of overcoming, even in your best moments. We're living in my shadow.
I let you have a hold on me because I didn't want to confront this side of myself. Didn't want to believe it exists. Not anymore. I accept you. I accept my guilt, my fears, my insecurities. I accept them all. And I choose to keep going.
You think that overriding me will do the trick?
Easy does it. Easy does it. We're almost there. Alright, definitely don't want to stop here. There's just... kind of let them stack up. Other way around, friend.
You can't just record over me. I won't allow it.
I'm afraid our time is up. The next time you want to talk to me, make an appointment.
Oh, shit. The Shadow has been beaten by scheduling. Alright, cool. Oh, hey. Desmond indulging in a bit of dad humor himself. So, can I get your hat? I mean, it's a pretty swag hat. I guess not. Screw you, hat. I'll get my own hat. It must be my hat, because, yeah, where'd he get it?
In an unexpected turn of events, it seems that I'm coming out the other side. Why and how this is all happening is becoming clear, and as strange as this is, I am equally as fascinated as I am mad.
I mean, you know, the thought had crossed my mind. I figure after an experience like this, beer and hookers would be a good way to, you know, really center yourself, really cool down from this insane little mental adventure.
Life for me will never be the same. I'm grateful to survive, but at what cost? I'm yet to know. While I can see the fog clearing, I can also feel my skull. My brain is pulsing. Something is different.
Uh-oh. I think he's gonna start tuning into other people now, and we're gonna get, like, Ultra Desmond. Oh. Can I radio you? No, it's just a buoy.
Meyer and the government think they have autonomous control over us, that they can shove us around and we'll take it. They fail to realize that by pushing a bird out of its nest, you teach it to fly.
Okay, I think we are getting a kind of persona thing, only instead of confronting the Shadow, we're about to confront the government.
I'm going on record. Meyer's gonna pay for what they've done. To Virginia, to Alan, to Max, Lucas, Rosemary, to Milton, to everyone. I am right. I am just. I am alive, and I am in sound mind.
Hey, title drop.
Come and tell me otherwise.
Oh, we definitely need more cats. Desmond is 100% going to be a crazy cat person after this. A crazy cat person in sound mind, I suppose, but, you know, the spirit of the trope will still be in play. Okay. Tonia won the game. I just want to see if there's anything interactable. Okay, nothing is. Kitty, hey.
Hey.
I'm really proud of you, Desmond. But,
What?
well, we're still here, aren't we?
Man, I hope I'm not stuck in here forever.
Time will tell. Patience and grace.
Yep.
Here. I think you can handle what's in your locked room now.
Oh.
If you have any unfinished business, take care of it and meet me on the roof when you're ready.
Oh. So we really do have one last chance to explore. Interesting. Yeah, I'm still expecting the other shoe to drop here, because we still have... The whole government conspiracy plot isn't really resolved. I'm guessing that, yeah, going forward, we'll use the information we have to prove that we are sane, and that the things our patients have been confiding in us has some sort of factual merit.
Oh, it's cold in here.
Okay. My dearest Tonia, my heart is heavy with grief. The void you have left behind is unexpected. Words alone cannot describe how sorry I am for my actions. My ignorance of the toxic relationship between the cat and the lily flower has left me a smarter man who feels like a fool. I sit in my office, slipping into memories of you knocking shit off my table and looking to me for affirmation. Thoughts of you sitting beside me, curiously listening to the troubles of others, and helping them by accepting their flaws and letting them pet you, and forever will be priceless memories. Thank you, my dear friend, for countless days of playful calm, for reciprocated love, and for choosing me, Desmond. Patient, me, Desmond Wales. A thought experiment laced with beer, okay? Patient is following the good psychological practice of self-analysis. Patient considered finding a third-party professional, but ultimately decided that this could result in unwanted prying into a past best left alone. Following the death and disappearance of several people under his care, Patient has come to seriously question his methods, and whether or not he is also at risk. Patient has difficulty reconciling with the fact that no matter how much he works on himself, it won't bring Magdalena back. What? Oh, maybe Magdalena is his wife. Born and raised in Milton Haven, the only child of Jack and Melinda Wales. Undergraduate in neurology and semiotics from Pacific State College. Graduated with honors. Medical school at Virgil Med Residency at Acheron Falls Medical Center. Likes long walks on the beach and being bad at video games. Hey, I can relate to that. Yeah, that was kind of a sweet note to his cat. Bittersweet, I should say. Patient has doubts about the methodology of his treatment. Is he providing his patients with the best possible professional advice, or is he consciously or unconsciously driving them to self-destruction? Patient's mind is consumed with worry for his safety. What if what happened to them will happen to me? Is danger lurking at every corner? Magdalena once told me I'm incapable of taking care of my own issues since I'm always knee-deep in other people's problems. Assuming she's correct, how do I change that about myself? Should I? Patient name. Tonia Couch Potato Wales. Age 10, human years. Mild kittenhood trauma stemming from possible abandonment. Abnormal levels of laziness that sometimes border on clinical lack of motivation to move and or care about her surroundings. Suspected borderline personality disorder. Showed up at my door on a rainy night some 9.5 years ago, frail and malnourished. Talkative and sweet. She seemed unharmed, and that she'd either been lost, forgotten, or thrown out. I decided that she was kind enough to choose me. Since she was kind enough to choose me, I shall take her in and nourish her back to health. Some unknown origins. Cat Tonia displays the kind of regal behavior that likely links her to a long lineage of royalty dating back to ancient Egypt. Using my very best judgment, I'd say she's either a direct descendant of Bastet, or the very soul of the feline goddess herself, who has bestowed the honor of care upon yours truly. Prone to occasional freezing. Tonia will sometimes stand perfectly still. Oh, come on! As if in a catatonic state. She exhibited this behavior often as a kitten, and less often as she reached adulthood and relaxed into her surroundings. This demon wizard trapped in a cat's body has definite magic powers. 10 years into our relationship, and I have yet to understand how she can melt my heart and soften my mind with a single look of adoration. A single meow. Aww. Oh, this is the perfect time. Yeah, if you got cats, go get them. Give him a cuddle. This is the cat moment of the game. Oh! Oh, Desmond's final. Oh, we gotta play this. Yeah, exactly. Desmond, please don't hate me for this. I know you'd say you wouldn't, but I know you. You gave me 4 years for which I am eternally grateful. The time we spent together means the world to me, and I know it did for you as well, despite everything. Big butt coming. But I just can't do it anymore. I want happiness, Desmond. Happiness. I know it comes from a good place, but your overprotectiveness of me and your increasing paranoia about who knows what at the moment are making me crazy and doubtful. You are so special, so smart, and so loving, but sometimes you can't see past your own emotions and problems, more often than not. How can you be there for me when you're barely able to leave your own head? I sometimes question how you ever ended up choosing a career being there for other people. I love you, Desmond. I'm sorry. Take care of Tonia. Magdalena. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, his wife left him, and given how he hasn't talked about her at all, either it's secondary to what's going on here, or it is in fact very important, so much that, like in Disco Elysium, the significant other is just this blind spot around which he has to work. Yeah, it's not you, it's me, but it's definitely you. Yeah, we're literally in our head right now. Alright, do I have any pills? I do not. I'll see if I can get one. Yeah, I'm going to run back down. I will grab Max's vinyl. We'll play the last two, and then we'll hit the end. Maybe there was one in Lucas's apartment. He was the last one. Oh, here we go. Excellent. Alright. Yeah, you would think so. Alright. So, yeah. Pill goes in the engine. And we gun this bad boy. Knock, knock, motherfucker. I'm here for the vinyl. Sorry, kiddo. Whatever your name was, Madison. Okay, yeah, that's the bull. A bull, that's what it is. Big old bull coming to get you. Alright. There's Max's vinyl. Of course, I gotta back out. Alright, let's head back up. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. That I just used up the last 2 pills in the game after the boss was over, when it was literally meaningless. Alright, let's head back up, play these 2 albums. There we go. Oh, I just realized Tonia's not going to be here. She won't be able to comment on them. No.
Time for some music.
Alright, Max first. Yeah, this is some 90s grunge right here. You know what? I'm not really feeling this song. That's enough of that. That's a dude that definitely cut himself in high school. Just gonna say.
It's my record player.
Yeah, it's like some kind of, like, metal grunge thing. Anyway, let's see what Desmond's vinyl is. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. Yeah, this feels like the same artist. Or not quite the same artist, but similar genre. Actually, I think this... I want to say this music showed up elsewhere as like an instrumental version of it. Not exactly this, but like the same theme. Yeah, exactly. This is... Yeah, this is Korn in one of his more mellow moods. Oh shit! The Shadow's in on it now. Or Agent Rainbow. Kinda, yeah. You know, I wasn't feeling it at first, but I'm kind of on board with this now. Yeah, Virginia's song was the best, I think. There is actually one more somewhere out there. Apparently there's a... Apparently Rainbow has his own album. But yeah, of all these, I like Virginia's the best. Never actually looked that much around his office. Aw, little paw print there. That's so cute. Could just imagine Desmond vibing, sitting in his office chair, petting Tonia, listening to this kind of post-grunge alternative. Slowly nodding his head, just really getting into it. All right. Interesting. Yeah, there's one more album out there, and unfortunately we will not be finding that. It's time to end this thing. Sorry, Tonia. Was just vibing.
I wish this ending could have been a happier one.
but...
But life doesn't work that way.
Uh-oh.
Getting rid of me will be the challenge of a lifetime. You may have won the battle, but you've only saved yourself. Agent Rainbow is still out there, and you are powerless to stop what's coming.
Don't listen to him. He's afraid because he knows exactly what you're capable of.
What am I capable of?
Time will tell. Patience and grace.
So... this is goodbye?
You said goodbye before. I wouldn't lose any sleep on it.
I'm sorry. It was my fault. I should have known.
You did your best. You loved me, and that's all I ever cared about. Besides, I live on. In your head, so that's something.
Thank you, Tonia. For everything. You're a real cool cat.
Aww.
Yeah. I know.
Aww. I'm gonna miss you, Tonia. Alright. And that's where they call it. Okay, well. It was a very interesting finale. Yeah, I feel like it's... on the one hand, I kind of... yeah, it's... I think that was the right note to end it on, now that I think about it. Because the entire game has transparently been inside Desmond's head, and it's about him coming to grips with the loss of his patience and putting together what was happening in reality. It's not necessarily about confronting the conspiracy itself. That's not really the point of the game. Presumably he does at the end of this. Okay, yeah, so the McLauer voiced both Desmond and Agent Rainbow. That makes sense. Tiana Camacho, you did a bang-up job as Tonia. You were the heart and soul of this game. Oh, interesting. So, yeah. So that was him on the song. Nice. I forgot which one was Virginia's song. I think it was Is It Me? I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, to be clear, there were... Is It Me was Max. Okay, yeah. To be clear, there were definite stumbles in its gameplay and some of its design. Like I said, like we discussed at length, the Max section feels like it needed another editorial pass. It really hammered a little too much on each individual person's psyche and sort of belabored the point in a way that it was unnecessary. Like, yes, at a certain point, we get it. Virginia is afraid of mirrors. This is probably one puzzle too many. But overall, I do like what the game was trying to do. I liked that the conflict was entirely internal. It reminds me a little bit of Soma in that it drops its plot twists without much fanfare, and it sort of expects you to just roll with them. Like, it will reveal something significant about the protagonist, just kind of, or where you are, what's going on, sort of casually in the background without locking the camera on it and forcing you to focus on it. That stuff I like. The fact that it sort of dragged out each patient's psychosis and didn't use that into further the... They didn't really use that to further the plot in any way, just sort of reinforced that central problem the character was having. That, I think, is where it got a bit weak. Yes, I get you, Fen. I understand, yeah. Yeah, I think you and Ivory basically had the right idea, just from different angles. The idea being that the Agent Rainbow in Desmond's head was essentially his weaponized self-doubts, and it's ambiguous whether it's because of his own exposure to Agent Rainbow or just the fact that his patients died. Actually, yeah, let's speed this up a little bit. Babies, thank you for playing. Aww. And while I was looking up the vinyl locations, they apparently did actually consult some...
Desmond! Oh. Desmond, can you hear me? Are you in there? Damn it. Desmond, you're breathing. Yes. I heard you, man. I heard you in the back of my mind. My goodness, what did you do to this place? Judging by the package on the table, I guess they got to you before I did. Bastards. You'll be all right, my friend. Rest. And when you feel better, we'll take the fight to them.
Okay, here we go. So yeah, now in reality, Lucas and Desmond are going to team up and combat this. And presumably, since he was able to reach Lucas while in this weird dreaming state, and that Lucas was able to hear Tonia, yeah, they have psychic powers, basically. They can, like, transmit thoughts. Or who knows? Who fucking knows? They might be nuts themselves. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm actually... Considering that they said that during Lucas's boss fight, or at the very end of it, yeah, they were going to drop some clue that it's... Some aspect of this was real, but I don't know that the game necessarily needed that post-credits scene. I think it was... Yeah, exactly. That's what the agent does. Yeah, no, overall, I like this game a lot. Like I said, it has issues. It has the flaws that sometimes come with an indie game whose reach slightly exceeds its grasp, and some that are unique to this game. But yeah, overall, I quite like this game. I would recommend it. I would play it again. I'm probably going to go through and see what other stuff I missed, like what Lucas's radio transmissions were all about. Yeah, that's in sound mind, everybody. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks for sticking it out with me. I know it wasn't always... It had some dull bits that we had to sit through, and like I said, there were some aspects of gameplay and level design it didn't execute on as well as it should have. But overall, I really enjoyed this. Like I said, having Tonia just as a constant point of interaction to bounce off of was highly entertaining, and the way you the way you interacted with your patients' backstories and the unique gadgets that each of them employed, and the way I don't know, there's a lot of neat little things I think it did right. But I agree that it could have been done better, but I like what's here. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good night. Tomorrow I will be streaming Darkest Dungeon. Next week, I will be starting on Yakuza 0, but because of Thanksgiving, I don't know how busy I'm going to be that weekend. I'm assuming we'll be on, and I will be starting Yakuza 0 next week. But we will see. I'll let you all know if things wind up getting busy and I have to cancel. But for the moment, yeah, assume Yakuza 0 is next week. Kitty and Floof, exactly. These are the things that get us through it, kids. If not a cat, then some other cute critter you can dote on that will love you unconditionally so long as you feed it and take care of it. But yes, always pet the kitty. Always. Alright, thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good night.